You guys ready to go?
Let's do it, man.
I love how everyone just simultaneously zoned up for a second.
Yeah.
You felt that?
Kind of just zoned up, dude.
Just get down to baseline, man.
You got a beverage over there?
I do, dude. I've got the Starbucks.
Keep
The
it low.
Starbucks. Hey. Cheers. God bless.
Dude, coffee's a drug, fellas. I'll tell you how I know coffee's a drug. This morning, this is real, I literally wanted to fight my dad because of how slow he was taking making the coffee. I wanted to throw mitts, dude. Because I
dude.
came down, he did one of these moves where, like, I woke up and first thing I was like, coffee, right? So I go down there and he's slow walking in front of me. And then he makes it to the coffee station before I do. And I see where this is going, that he's like taking his time. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go piss and then come back. Go and piss, come back, no progress. He's got the coffee pot in his hand,
Bro.
no grounds in the thing. And I just got aggressive with him. That's when I really felt I'm addicted.
No, fuck, dude. I mean, it's funny thing in our house, like my dad drinks Keurig and I can't stand that shit. It doesn't taste that good.
No.
Like it's like watered down. So I got like, just old school classic coffee maker. But now my sister's been getting into coffee. She was like vegan for years and now she likes her coffee, but it's all organic. So I'll like try and be nice. I'll get like Francisco's like vanilla bean, but I'll make like 6 cups or whatever it is, like make sure she's got some and she doesn't drink it. She like pours it out to make her own. And then I'm like, dude,
Francisco's
like,
vanilla bean. That's where you lost me.
Dude, yeah. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but like just finding something, because when you're running low on money, you get the Folgers, dude, and fucking that's all you get. And that or Maxwell House, is that what it is?
Yeah. Did you say Folgers?
Folgers.
I think it's Folgers.
Folgers. I don't know, man.
Maxwell House was the fun commercial.
No, that's when you're really poor.
House.
When you really don't have the money, you go Folgers.
You
It's
go
the
Folgers.
knockoff Folgers.
Yeah.
When you can't even afford Folgers, you go Folgers.
That they don't sell that in the grocery store. You gotta get that one in the alley.
Yeah.
Out
Oh,
the back.
it's
You got to
fucking
know,
brutal,
guy.
man.
Anyway, CJ May on the podcast, rock and roller.
Yes, sir.
Blonde hair, blue eye. Actually, it's a bad time to be that, huh?
It kind of is, man. I mean, I don't know. I absolutely, I absolutely am not like, racist or affiliated with any,
Oh, I just meant because it's winter.
Oh yeah.
I meant you guys are more of summer peas. Is that where you were going?
Well, that's what it comes off as, but I mean, dude, I feel like everybody's got their things they gotta like look out for, their stereotypes, I guess. But
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. In the '60s, you'd be killing it.
yeah,
You'd be killing it.
I think so, man.
Or the '40s, depending on where you were born. Either way you look at it, dude.
Dude, I mean, it's a fucking weird time to be trying to do music in general. I mean,
Oh yeah.
like I play like rock music. It's hard to say like I play rock and roll. I mean, I know what that means to me, but you could tell somebody like, oh yeah, I play rock music, and they think like 80s hair metal, like, Motley Crue, which isn't necessarily my cup of tea. I'm a big fan. Like I grew up on like The Who and Stevie Ray Vaughan and like Zeppelin and that type of shit and Black Sabbath. But then I grew up on like Soundgarden and like Nirvana and like Alice in Chains. And obviously like as I've grown older, like the music taste, that's always kind of been the core thing, but it's expanded into everything else. I mean, I really dig like Coltrane and like all the great jazz cats. And if you listen to Zeppelin,
John Coltrane, is that?
Yeah,
okay.
John
The way you say
Coltrane.
it is cool, dude. Coltrane.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different person.
Oh,
Coltrane.
dude. I mean, he was like the cool. I mean, well, Miles Davis was like the.
You mean Coldplay?
Viva La Vida, right? Is that what we're...
Dude, Coldplay's one of those weird bands where like
Parachutes
Hold
is
on
so
now. Let the
good.
man. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say
about
like,
Coldplay?
okay, good songs, right? Like nobody said it was easy.
Is it
Like
the-
that
all
shit's
right.
that shit's catchy.
I like the little vocal flex too.
Yeah,
right?
but oh, that was nothing, dude.
warm up.
But it's crazy because like you see bands and they see where the trend is and they're like, okay, let's like cash in on this. Like
Yeah.
Kings of Leon, like you listen to like their first album, I think.
This sex is on fire.
Yeah.
Is that the right one?
So their first album, Youth
Different
and Young
key. I
Manhood,
think
bro.
it's a different key.
Change the octave.
Oh, it's great though, dude. That's the thing is that's like memorable. It doesn't matter what key it's in. It's like if you
Right.
come up with a catchy line, like people know the melody. Like more often than not, they remember a melody more than they remember lyrics. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
no one knows what Kurt Cobain's like saying half the time unless they like,
And he-
dive in. But it's the melody that like people remember.
Dude,
Yeah.
Batman. Did you just watch Batman? Is that why you're singing
Fuck,
that?
dude? Batman. that was a pretty. It was good. It was a weird take on it. I don't think it was like as compelling as like Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight.
I
but
mean,
it
I
was
like
good.
the gothic thing. I just
Yeah.
I don't like the sad boy thing. That's where you lose me on a superhero.
It was weird. I feel like you could have. I feel like, you know, there should have been the ability to like put off that vibe of like loner, outsider, like, yeah, kind of dark without being like, I don't know, yeah, super goth, like super emo. Not that it was like, you know, he's wearing Hot Topic, but
I
know.
think the pendulum's going to swing in Niko's direction, and he's going to at least get a read
Yeah.
for the next Batman. Maybe not the next, but because like if they keep the sad boy trend, eventually it's going to be not only do we want a sad boy, but a sad boy that's not even like, no offense, but that's sexy.
Oh right, yeah.
So no offense, but like
Yeah.
not just because like when you're a dad Batman, you're like a handsome Batman.
When you see Robert Pattinson, you're like, at least he's got, you know, he's sad,
He's
but it's sexy. And then it's me. It's like, this is just sad.
This is
Right,
This
like
is
you
just plain
do it.
sad.
Like you-
Scrawny. It's just like, this is hard to watch.
I just picture you as Batman, like struggling to get in your minivan in the morning. Like you have to change a tire. It's like the low tire pressure.
Yeah.
The lawnmower didn't start. You got your kids to get to school before you meet the Joker. It's a whole situation. With
Oh,
with
my
Robert
God.
Pattinson, yeah, he's sad, but he's slinging a little dick.
Yeah.
For sure, slinging a little
But
dick.
dude, once you get to that level, I mean, you could be fucking, you know, not the crunchiest chip in the bag, and you've got the money to like, you know, look better, like
DiCaprio.
get somebody to make you look good, like you can get a personal trainer, like you can take fucking steroids. I'm pretty sure like all the actors do, and you got to get ripped for a movie really quick. Like
Yeah.
there's
of
things in
course they
place
do.
for those transformative things to happen where like, yeah, you can fucking look better and this and that and whatever. Like
Do you guys think the stigma on steroids will go away eventually? Like, The Rock is scared to say he takes steroids. All these, you know.
I mean,
I
the
mean,
stigma,
fucking Liver
dude.
King,
It's
like
just
that.
like, you know, the stigma of being gay went away.
yeah.
Mhm.
It'll eventually it just goes away. We
It
just
does,
get
man.
used to it.
Someone
But-
said they had, like, some comedian was like, they had Kumal Nanjiani. I know I said his name wrong, so I'm sure.
That was good shot. That was a
I'm
good
gonna
I
shot.
roll
don't
with
even
that.
know. I don't even know.
You
who
know
that is.
Kumal? You know Kumal.
Give
He's,
me like what's he in or what?
He's got that like is
Some-
it can I because he's Indian, I don't know if I can say this, but he has a funny voice.
Is he was like
he
an
is
actor?
a comedian, so I think you're allowed to say he has a
And is
funny
he
voice.
Indian? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Is he Indian though?
Yeah. He is.
I don't know him enough to.
He's in the movie The Big Sick. He's a comedian.
Is he in Yesterday? Is it that dude?
No.
Okay.
But he was in. Do you watch all superhero stuff? Do you watch Marvel and stuff?
Dude, honestly, I mean, I've been like getting stoned and like I threw on the Spider-Man with Tom Holland, like the first one,
That was a good one.
because I watched like the first couple Spider-Man movies, like the Tobey Maguire ones, after not seeing him.
That's
since
my
I was, like-
Peter Parker.
Yeah, dude,
That's
Peter,
my Peter
Peter
Parker.
Sparker, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
But I watched it, you know, I wanted to kind of see what was what, and it's so crazy how they took, you know, like, I don't know, I mean, you can tell, like, the modern aspects of it, how they rely on, like, the digital modern aspects, which it's like, in the
Much.
in the Tarantino world, like, he hates phones, like, he hates using that as a plot device, which is why I think in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, when he gets stabbed, oh, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, that's
You're
your fault.
you're an asshole. This
Yeah.
came out 4 years ago.
Yeah, 2019, bro,
Who cares
yeah.
if they haven't seen it?
But anyways, the first thing that Brad Pitt does after that chick stabs him in the leg is he smashes her face on a telephone.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, that's like some symbolism of like his dislike for telephones in movies, or like using them as that plot device, which like,
Oh yeah, you were high as fuck.
yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. You know what I mean? But you
I know
know,
what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, watching the new Spider-Man movies, like I saw some meme or something like before I actually like watched the movie, and it was something about like sexualizing Aunt May, right?
Oh, she was hot.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
new one, she's a smoke show.
Marisa Tomei, I think her name is.
Yeah.
Marissa Tomei. Dude, you put a little twang on these names, I know.
Dude, I don't.
You put a little. What did you
It's
say?
just if
Folders.
if you try and say it cooler than if you fuck up.
Coltrane.
pronunciating it.
I like I like that. Is that a rock and roll thing? Is that a
I don't-
guitarist
Talking
thing?
about
I don't know.
Spiderman, right?
I don't know, man.
Spiderman.
Yeah, but dude,
Something
Marisa-
cool about just changing a name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
just
doing it.
mispronouncing shit and be
Sorry,
like, that guy's
sorry.
fucking cool,
Sorry,
man.
Nico. What was that, CJ?
No, but have you seen Before the Devil Knows You're Dead?
I don't know.
It's this movie, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Ethan Hawke, and the chick who plays Aunt May, and like the movie opens with that chick and Philip Seymour Hoffman just like knocking it out, like knocking it out,
Nice,
dude. It's crazy. Like
was
it's like
was this fat Philip Seymour Hoffman?
I mean,
Was he ever not?
he's got some thickness, but like you know, he's like giving it to her.
Tree
Like,
trunk thighs, dude.
you know,
Just-
he knows he knows what he's doing, but like that's how the movie opens, and it's the same director who did like Dog Day Afternoon, which is like a famous Al Pacino movie from like back in the day. But I don't know. It's weird looking for movies to watch, dude. Like, it's such a fucking massive selection, and time after time, I want to watch like a '90s movie with like shot on film.
Is Marissa Tomei? Does she have like a? Is she known for? Is she a sex symbol?
Oh, she?
She.
Marissa is that's like the Spider-Man Aunt May. That's
Yeah.
the chick, yeah.
Is she known for being a sex symbol? Because she was Pete
know.
Davidson's mom in the King of Staten Island.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one?
I watched like 30
No.
minute of it.
Yeah, but I remember the buzz of being about that. Like people are like, "Oh, Marissa Tomei, like she's so hot. She's his mom." But I don't really know who she is. She is hot. She's a hot mom.
Well, I
Yeah,
think she's
yeah.
old. I mean, she's older than she's like 55 or 60.
You know who didn't? You know who was a sex symbol that didn't age well? Molly Ringwald. I don't know if you guys have seen her
Yeah.
recently. It's rough.
Dude, Sharon Stone. I mean, it's like I don't know like if it's like just the fame and excess, like you do a lot of blow and then.
But what
like,
about?
the-
Isn't Madonna still like?
No.
Or is it Cher? Who's the one who's still hot?
I mean, Cher still looks good, but it's like I assume that like she's getting work done and stuff. Somebody who like still looks good is Meryl Streep, dude. Meryl Streep, you see her and you're like,
That's my grandma, dude.
Lord
dude,
of
but
the
she's
Sky,
still
huh?
it's still like oh she's like a naturally like good
you
looking
just want to
woman.
fuck her for the art, huh?
That
she's
too.
such a good leading lady.
I mean, she could teach me a couple things, dude. I mean, phenomenal actor, you know.
I don't know, man. I
Was
think
she ever a hottie?
I mean, have you seen Deer Hunter?
she was, but but back
Dude.
then there was like
Really?
who was hot. The I don't know, because I look at Marilyn Monroe and she is fabulously gorgeous. I
You
don't even.
think so?
like,
She's foxy,
unreal,
dude.
Unreal.
It's
good-looking.
sex appeal, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's sex appeal, you know.
A couple nudes surfaced back. She was like the original nudes, dude.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
she was the original send nudes. It was Lou Gehrig, not Lou Gehrig. Who's the baseball player? One of those boys, not Mickey
Lou-
Mantle. The one. Anyways,
You know what's weird though? Back then, like a nude couldn't really like someone had to take it, right? Like you can't just make
Yeah.
your
Right.
nudes can't really leak.
no,
like
I think
you
back
took a
then they had
selfie.
the old button, didn't they?
Oh, they could
Oh
do
really?
that?
The timer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had to have like 3 guys to take a picture back then. Like
You think-
I
somebody
mean,
has
yeah,
to
you would
pull the
need like a
light.
dude with a light, unless you had your shit set up. You
Do you
know,
think
like
nudes are just embedded in DNA? Do you think like Cleopatra was having someone paint nudes of her?
oh,
for sure,
absolutely.
dude.
To
That's why
send-
there's like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's drawings with like tits out.
You're
you know?
right. All those old Greek like statues, tits, nips
Yeah.
in the air.
Dude, yeah, they'd have the dicks and everything on the statues. Like they did not care about.
Dude, so those are the original nudes, dude.
Yeah.
Those marbles.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Dude, but what's crazy is when you
Unreal.
have someone chiseling that, like you think he'd make his hog a little bit bigger on the what's the Michelangelo?
well, I saw like a fucking Vice article.
David?
Yeah, I
like
think.
give me a little girth, right?
Dude, I think I saw it. Like, it was probably a fucking Vice article, but it was like, "Are small penises back in style?" And it was like talking about the Greeks, like something where it was like, "Yeah, tiny penises were a thing," and it's
oh
like,
really?
I guess, but like, who the fuck knows what's in style and
But
what's
back
not in
then
style?
you were fucking for warmth.
Yeah.
You know, it was all status.
Well,
like, you got these nudes.
procreation and warmth, and I'm sure lust.
No,
too,
I mean
yeah.
like literally like you're fucking for a ceiling over your head. Like you fuck the king, you're good.
Yeah, that is true.
So like a small dick, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
how big is that crown?
Yeah, well, even now, dude, I mean, fucking power and money can supersede a lot of things in a relationship, whether or not, you
Who
know,
do we
it's
know? Who's a small dick killer? Who do we know? Like who has to be? Post Malone? How do we think he's packing?
Ken Jong?
Yeah.
But he's not. Ken Jong's not slaying pussy.
Oh, he's not.
Like Pete Davidson's slaying pussy.
Yeah. So he's like hung like a horse.
Well, that's
But-
the rumor. We don't know.
Yeah. I honestly don't know, man. I mean, I
I
don't know
don't
what the
know.
secret is, you know? Especially with Pete Davidson. I mean, God bless that dude, you know?
Oh, Niko's a hater. I'm all in on Pete
Oh
Davidson.
really? I'm not like super, dude. I'm so in my like own world with music that like I'll catch the occasional, whatever stand-up bit on Instagram, but like I kind of just sit and play guitar and just like work
It's
on
a good way
music
to
all
live.
fucking day. I got a
good way to
drum
live.
kit, trying to
you-
beat the shit out of drums, you know, like.
Do you write love songs?
Dude, you know, it's weird. Like I'll write tunes that are like having to do with this lady or this like situation of like being in love or relationship, but you know, it's weird because like you write some shit and it comes off as like corny, right? Or you're like, oh, I don't want to come off as like cheese ball, you know? So I'll write some stuff and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'd ever want to sing this, but like I'd give this song up. I'm like, I feel like this is like a decent pop song that like whatever Charlie Puth could sing or some fucking person, you know? But
Have you given songs to people?
No, I mean, I've kind of just worked on my own shit.
Oh, okay.
If I got in that situation where someone was like, "Oh yeah, well, do you have any tunes?" and it's like, "Okay, well, here's
Yeah.
this tune that is not like an accurate representation of what I like, but it's just something I churned out," you know.
But when
like-
you're fiddling around, do you think about a girl who broke your heart or something? Are you getting sat in your feelings and you can't help but spill your guts on the chords?
Yeah, I mean, it like depends on how like intentional you want to be with it, right? You know, like you could be like super personal about it, and it's like, okay, we get it, or you could be like metaphorical with it,
Right.
which is like kind of can be like annoying or like contrived. So it's like you have to do it cleverly.
I guess so.
But at the same time, like, dude, you think of fucking Beatles songs or like tunes where the lyrics, yeah, there might be some like clever wordplay, but ultimately it's like the melody that like reigns supreme. So it's like,
Right.
you know, I give her everything. That's what I do. And the kiss my lover brings, whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's really lays in the melody, and that kind of gives like the meaning to the words, you know,
Right.
which is like, that's like the fine line of like writing something where you're like, this sounds cheesy, but like, okay, maybe the way I phrase it or maybe the way I do it, you know, is going to make it have like this emotion. But I think that emotion definitely comes from the melody more than lyrics.
It's interesting though, like you think of rock stars just pounding bitches. They got night in and night out. Like that's the dream, right? Like
Wait,
that's
who
what
do you think of though? What rocks? Because I think of when you said that instantly, I'm thinking Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, I mean that's a
First
good
How you
one.
going to go my way?
Dude, that's my guy. I love Lenny Kravitz.
I was thinking of like
Rips.
Axl Rose or something like that. Like
So many tears we cried, so much
many
pain
tears.
inside. Thank you, CJ.
But-
Thank you for the melody.
my
Thank you
my
for the
point is
harmonizing.
though that like
I know what you mean, though.
someone like that, even though he's out there fucking bitches, he's got, you know, a different girl every night. The songs are still acting like I got my heart broken by this girl. Like I'm looking for love. And then in reality, they're just like have 100 girls that they're
Are
banging.
you talking about like Bieber dropping that song "Lonely"?
Yeah, it's like,
why is
come
it every
on.
time I see you, you got 55 motherfuckers around you? How are you
Yeah.
lonely?
Why aren't they writing songs like how it really is? Like I guess rappers do that, but
I guess it's like because what sells, you know, like it's that weird thing of
Yeah.
like, dude, I mean, you can listen to like top 40 and like so much stuff is the same. Like I will say there is like a progressive element to some stuff. Like there's some people that like they might not be at the top of the food chain musically, but there's like some really cool progressive shit happening. But for the most part, what gets fed is like, you know, just regurgitated shit.
Yeah,
and it's
people
like,
want to relate too.
yeah, people want to
Although,
relate.
Imagine if like JT Justin Timberlake dropped a song about his butler.
Yeah.
I'd listen to it.
yeah.
Like, you wouldn't? I mean, it's not. It's I can't.
Well, it works in rap. Like we like to look up to rappers and hear them talking about all the chains and money that they got and all the bitches.
But,
But
for
in
some
other
reason,
genres,
if you have an instrument in your hand, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Why is that?
like a country singer can't do that. They just got to be like, I still got my truck.
No,
and my
country
dog.
singers are doing the rap thing now, though.
Dude, yeah, it's like a whole
Who?
fucking
I'm
thing.
gonna take my horse to the old town. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but that's a rapper who did one country song, semi-country. He had
I don't know.
it's a
That's
country
That's the
rap song.
that's the
Luckily-
crossover, man. You
Right.
gotta cross over. I mean,
Luckily for
especially,
you, I don't know his catalog, so I can't
Yeah.
call you on that.
dude, I've got this idea for starting like an alter ego artist named Rural Urban, country
Rural
artist.
Urban.
Yeah,
Rural Urban.
yeah. It's like fucking perfect.
That is good.
And it's funny because I'm
Rural
like,
Urban.
it's so late on the trend. Like I thought of this idea like fucking years ago, but
So what's the idea?
so the idea is like here we are in our hometown. You know, it's suburbia.
It's rural urban.
just a little north of LA, but you know, the whole thing was when the country thing, cowboy thing started taking off, you have all these like city boys for the most part, or people that were wearing like, you know, active shirts or whatever, and they became cowboys. And so the idea is like if some person wanted to be a cowboy, like they'd drive to like the closest rural town, which in our case is like Agua Dulce, and like go be a cowboy. But I have this song and like it's like, I'm gonna lift my truck and drive way out to Agua Dulce. I'm gonna go on down into town to the work boot warehouse, you know, but like it wouldn't even be modern country with like the instrumentation. It'd be like, you know, that old like wah, 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 like that lap steel shit.
Oh,
And
that's
like
nice.
you're in a fucking small town bar at like 11 at night, whatever.
Yeah, you just got back
Well-
from the coal mill.
Yeah, but
There
it
you
keeps
go.
going. It's like, I'm gonna climb up on Quartz Hill, Empty a bottle and a woman to fill. Fucking picking up that void in my heart.
Okay.
Right? But my truck just won't start. And I need some kind of red cup filled with a bottle of beer.
That's nice.
And that's really it.
That's rural urban, baby.
But I think if it was like a skit, yeah, that's rural urban. But the next verse would be like, I'm gonna beat my wife and swear she hit me first, which I think is like, I don't know.
See, dude, you would do great in Texas.
Yeah,
You really would.
I mean, you look at
those lyrics really speak to every household.
this is just like a one-off thing. I had another song.
I think you should give that song to Mason Ramsey. I think he'd kill that.
Oh, dude,
Lil
what's
Hank
his
It'd be a
Williams.
good joke song.
Talk about dick slinging, dude. Where's he at?
Dude, talk about the old
She love
country
me,
guys.
she do
dude.
you, she do me. I like the kind of love. You know what you're talking about, Mason Ramsey, right?
Not really.
What?
No.
The Walmart yodeler, that little kid.
Oh,
she do me,
yeah.
she do you. She got the type of loving.
Yeah.
That dude's a savage, man.
Dude, it's crazy that I forgot about that dude because of the speed of virality online.
Yeah,
it's crazy what goes in and out.
There's a bunch. You remember Dogface at the beginning of the pandemic?
Oh yeah.
He would just
What?
he would
He's
get on
already
his
back in
longboard
prison.
to Stevie Nicks, and he just drank ocean spray.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I think what song was it?
His dreams.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Gone. That guy was big for a week, dude.
I mean, he's
Gone.
still probably got the fucking cranberry juice, and they
No, he
gave him a
got
truck.
some.
Ocean
He was in a
spray
TV
put him
show.
on.
He was in a TV show of.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no
one
shit.
with Bobby Lee.
the
Reservation Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
Good for
Oh,
him.
damn.
Oh, dude, get this. I don't know. You guys know the show Dave? With
yes,
Lil Dicky?
Lil Dicky,
Uh,
Cheeto Santino.
Yeah, you know Lil Dicky?
Yeah, I think so, man. Fuck.
You know Lil Dicky. the
Dude, if you
rapper.
want to
probably-
get into music, you got to know the greats.
Nah,
We're talking
dude.
Mason Ramsey, Lil Dicky. Do your research,
Bro,
man.
I'm
That's
horrible.
on you, bro.
I'm horrible with like modern
Nas
names.
X.
Like I'll see people, I'll hear songs and be like, okay, that's that guy. But
You
All
got to
right.
respect the greats,
All right,
dude.
Lil Dicky, you're gonna
I'm
save
trying,
that
man. I'm
money.
trying.
We gonna save that money. That one?
Nah, dude.
Okay. Anyways, Lil Dicky is a rapper. He has a show on FX, a comedy show called Dave.
Oh yeah, I know Lil Dicky.
Jesus. All right.
He's
and
a
you know,
Jewish guy.
you know
Yeah, with
Andrew
the-
Santino?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's on that show.
Okay.
Now, do you know Theo Vaughn?
Yeah.
All right, so Theo Vaughn was just on Dave Portnoy from Barstool's podcast,
Oh, yeah.
so I
Okay.
listened to it. He said, did you hear this?
Yeah, that
He
stole
said
it.
Lil Dicky's been stealing his jokes and they're on Dave. Like, he's been stealing jokes
what?
from him, or whoever writes the show has been stealing jokes from Theo Vaughn, and they're writing it on Dave.
Did you see examples
Damn.
of any of the jokes?
That's pretty ballsy.
There was one thing that what was it?
He had to come with those receipts. I don't know why he was like half putting it out there, but he didn't want to talk about
Did
it.
you see the clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, yeah, they're like, what examples? He's like, too many to name, and they kind of just moved. It was like he wanted to talk about it, but kind of didn't.
Well, the more if he really got into it, it would look kind of weird. Maybe.
Yeah, I think, but now it's gonna
Gotta-
come out, dude. Can't be stealing jokes.
I mean, SNL does it all the time.
Yeah.
I guess
That's
yeah.
all they really do is like steal from stuff. Like, I don't know. Jokes are a weird thing. It's not as like you don't hear about it as much as like music. It's huge with like sampling, and there's always
Yeah.
people going to court about did you steal that?
Yeah, you don't really do that in comedy.
Yeah, I feel like there's a level of like respect. I mean, I feel like it's like dude, it's like all art. Like it's like there's only so many things you can do, but it's like how you do it that makes it different. There's like blatant fucking stealing, but then there's like, okay, I have like these parameters to work around,
It's
and
like the Astros. Don't get caught.
yeah.
Everyone can do it a little bit. Don't get caught.
Or get caught.
Like
I mean, it
Vanilla
can really-
Ice
yeah.
saying that he didn't take Queen's beat.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little. What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't take it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, now the thing with music is to like take old songs and then like refashion them for modern day, and it's like I don't know, it's fucking wild, man.
Like
I
that
mean,
one song. Dun 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 dun.
yeah, I
Dude,
mean
there's
that's
so many
that's been used so many times.
There's
It's
a
just
new
fucking
one
great
going around.
beat,
Yeah.
But
Dude, but everything is stealing. I mean, you look at like the
Everything.
Beatles and the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin. There's so much.
oh, they stole so much from the old
yeah,
blues guys.
From Manson, dude. They were
Yeah.
stealing from Manson.
Dude,
we know
Manson was
that.
the unsung hero of the. No, I'm kidding.
So there's not really. It's all subjective of what you think. but everything is inspired. Everything's taken a
Yeah.
little bit of something.
100%. I think it's like I said, it's like the way you fashion it. Like, you know, like
Right.
even fucking Tarantino, like he takes tidbits from all these fucking different things that he likes, but like that's how like what rock and roll is. It's like it's combining you know, like blues and western
Right.
music, like country, you know, all these different things, some
Who's the
gospel of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like
Johnny Cash.
dude, it's hard to say like the true
Let's talk about it.
Johnny Cash is fucking rock and roll, but I think
Oh, he's country.
yeah, he's country for sure, but in terms of like, you know, his like
Elvis.
I think he's welcomed in both Hall of Fames.
Elvis was rock and roll as fuck too. I
Blues
think
even, right?
there's this girl you probably see things of her on Instagram, but it's a Big Mama Thornton or Sister Rosetta Tharpe, I think.
That does.
It's one of those,
I
but
hate
it
to
was
be this
like,
guy, but that does ring a bell.
dude, the like
That's a deep cut. That's a good thing. Like
Dude.
when someone says who's the king of rock and roll,
Will
you
you
gotta
be careful with the lean back. You're making me so nervous.
You gotta,
yeah, we're
well,
on this
I'm
hill.
just scared you guys can't see each other.
We
That
can-
is a
we're
pretty
good.
fucking sketchy
We're
hill.
good.
I didn't
It's
even
not worth
realize
breaking
it.
your neck, please.
Oh,
But go on. Sister Golden Hair Delight.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe, dude. She's playing this like white SG. Dude, like you go listen to her and you're like, oh, that's the sound of early rock and roll. But I mean,
Chuck Berry. That's
Chuck
the woke
Berry.
answer. We gotta say Chuck Berry.
that's the thing. It's like Chuck Berry, Little Richard. Like I can't say that it was like one person.
Chuck Berry, Go Johnny Go. Go Johnny,
Yeah.
go, go, go.
Yeah.
Back to the Future, baby.
Dude, yeah. There's so many people that like help facilitate it, you know?
Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, he was a killer
was,
on the axe.
Huge innovator.
Yeah.
He
It's your
the
cousin
old-
Marvin
the old,
Berry.
the old shake drop.
It's so funny that like he was ripping just like the dirtiest tones from a fucking like a 50s setup, you know, like
Yeah, you said that like I was gonna know what you're talking about.
oh so back in the day when you plugged
You're
a
an idiot,
guitar into
dude.
an amp, no, I'm sorry, man. Back in the day when you plugged a guitar into an amp, like you couldn't get it to distort the way that like things are like like super fucking distorted now, unless you like crank the fucking
Dude, you look
thing.
cool as shit holding your mic like that. Put it closer to your
Oh,
mouth.
okay.
That looks
Not
so
gonna be able to hear
Dude,
it.
You're so fucking rock. Everything about you is just
Well,
rock
I'm just
and roll.
also it's the mic control, bro. If
Dude,
I'm gonna start talking louder, like if you're singing louder, like you want to take the mic farther away.
You're used to having the Britney Spears mic that comes around, right?
I'm sorry.
No,
Lava
dude, I
lyrics,
couldn't
lava
do that,
lyrics.
man.
I'm sorry to cut you off though. The tone.
Oh yeah, so I mean like it's all about, you know, overdriving shit. Like I just watched this like documentary about Marshall amps and you know, guitars were like really clean and the amps were quiet. That's why it was like a background instrument. And then you know, things they needed to compete with like a drum kit and shit. And PA systems like, you know, speakers and stuff they hadn't quite figured it out for like live sound.
They
Like,
say when you like anybody who saw like the Beatles in concert, it sounded like shit at like
they couldn't hear themselves.
right
That
at
was,
like
the thing.
stadiums, like
Yeah.
like when they play at the fucking New York Giants stadium, it's like
Yeah, Shea Stadium. They couldn't fucking hear
Yeah.
themselves because people were screaming so loud. I mean,
right, and the speakers and the whole setup of having, what do you call it? What do you call the amps that you hear, or the
reverb, not reverb.
you've got like
Rebound?
Well, you've got like the monitors. that's, like,
Monitors.
the monitors are for like the people on the stage so they can
Right.
hear themselves, and then there's like the PA, which like
right?
is what throws the sound out into the
Dude,
audience.
I didn't even consider that. How like. Yeah, so is that like advanced now? Like when bands play, can they hear themselves pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people what they do now. Well, for
It's
the
all lip syncing.
for the most part, everybody that plays live, like a good amount of people, like the main high top tiering acts that like
Doja Cat.
yeah, like they all have backtracks going, especially backing tracks. They all have that going. But even like rock bands, like older rock bands, like you get, I don't know, maybe some more than others, you know, but it's like, it just makes things sound fuller. And it's like once people do that and they get like a fucking perfect sound, like it's much harder to go back. And I mean, there is like a production element to it that's like, okay, yeah, that's like amazing they can do that. But to see like a live music act, like a band that's just like these dudes playing these fucking instruments.
No click track.
No click track, like the sound of them is like, you can't hear that sound unless these same dudes are in the room together. These same people are in the room together. And like, that's such a fucking incredible electric thing,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Dude, and I don't want to go to it bugs me when I go to a concert and it sounds just like I'm the MP3 or whatever. Like I
Exactly,
want to
dude.
hear a little bit of gristle in it. I want to hear fuck it up,
Yeah, you want to hear some anomalies, and like that's
Right.
where the sweet shit happens. Where like, yeah, you know a song, you've got the thing. You're like, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna have this section for a solo. Everybody can rip, or
You just throw in some salty licks.
dude, you throw in some salty shit, and like depending on the musicians that you're playing with, and like where the chemistry's at, like you can go down on some avenues that you wouldn't have gone down otherwise, because like somebody plays some fucking thing, they go into this weird thing, or somebody yells out this change to this like key, and everybody starts grooving on it. It's like, okay, like this is going in a different direction. You kind of just fucking ride the wave. And I mean, it's like, I can like jam with the pops, and like we play some Who songs, like some simple shit, but like you jam with some other friends, and it's like, okay, like let's push this in some weird directions, like eat a fucking mushroom and go on a jam, and it's like, yeah, you're just like, it's fucking crazy. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Do you listen to Greta Van Fleet?
no.
No, dude.
I
Not
just
if
want
you're
to
a
know where
Led
people
Zeppelin
stand.
guy.
I'm a Led Zeppelin
It's-
guy.
it's
That's where I want to see where people
Oh, yeah.
stand.
Dude, it's so here's the
It is interesting. I
here's
think
the-
about that, guys.
here's the fucking thing is like, growing up you're like told like you got to do original things, like just be yourself, do your thing. So like, I don't know, of course you take from the influences, and those always shine through, but you're hoping to do something like fresh. And so it's like just funny for like a band to come along and it's like a carbon copy of Zeppelin, and it's like, okay, I get it. Like even Rush's first album, bro, is like pretty Zeppelin-y, you know what I mean? But it's like,
What bugs me is when they do the Led Zeppelin Who thing. Like,
Yeah,
they don't they're like, we're not Led Zeppelin. We don't sound like them. It's like, okay, yeah, you do.
yeah,
You can
exactly.
still be cool
It's-
because their sound is sick.
It would be dope
so
if they're
blatant.
like, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
we stole everything.
It's blatant.
pretty-
But I mean, it's weird because the new stuff that they've come out with is like this super soft, like elvish, like elven type of like, I don't know. it's-
Elven, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, which is like, it's like you're doubling down now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just interesting. I
in
mean,
the darkest
this-
depths of Mordor,
Yeah,
was a
exactly.
girl so. Yeah, dude, come on.
but I mean, I think it's like obviously like the singers like fucking can really sing. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, great, dude, you got some pipes. The guitarist,
Weirdos, goons, those guys.
dude, it's weird. I guess they grew up in fucking
Michigan?
Michigan. They got discovered or something by this dude who produced like Kid Rock and had a studio, and then they churned out that single Highway Star that opens with like the classic like,
Yeah.
mama. Like it's like, all right, dude, it's like classic Robert Plant. It's like, I get it, you know what I mean? But like, what the fuck, really, dude? Like, come on, dude, like you don't need to be super fucking progressive, but like there should be some sort of like pushing the envelope. Like at least that's what I'd like to think I'm doing is like, push the fucking envelope of things that you like and whatever shit that exists. There's only 12 notes or whatever. Like
Who you
push
ripping
the
off?
envelope, though. Dude, honestly,
Childish,
this is what I tell people my
Gambino,
music
dude.
is. My music
You got
is
some
like,
Robert Plant hair, don't you?
yeah. I mean, I guess, but
That's just
dude, I don't even want like the comparison because it's like
It's any white rapper's Eminem, dude.
dude, you get stuck in a fucking square, man. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
trying to do something like, I don't know. I say my music is like a blend of like late 60s meets like early 90s, right? Because like that's the core of it. Is I love that grungy shit, and like, but then I love fucking Hendrix and like, yeah.
Has
Black
anybody
Sabbath.
gone up to you and been like, "Oh, you're ripping off this person"? Has anybody said shit?
No
like
one's
that?
ever said anything like that. This dude at some show was like said like that was like, yeah, like Jimi Hendrix meets Nirvana, and I was like, okay, fuck yeah. But I mean, it's
You
weird.
got offended, huh? You're like, "I'm better than those motherfuckers."
No,
Fuck
dude.
you. Fuck you for disrespecting
Dude,
me.
I am so fucking self-critical. Like,
Yeah.
I think so low of myself, but I think that's like, I'd rather feel that way and want to like get better than fucking think that like, oh, I've got, yeah, I'm good enough.
I'm the
you know
shit,
what I mean? Like,
bitch.
yeah, that's like the wrong way to fucking think about it, especially
Yeah.
when, it's like, yeah, dude, there's so much great new music to be made that's like, oh, this is rad, especially with rock, like shit that just got that intensity. I mean, when you put on Black Sabbath, like there's a fucking rawness to it, like,
Yeah.
and
Those guys got something.
that's, I don't know.
They're gonna be big.
I want to touch on that energy, but I don't want to rip anybody off intentionally. But yeah, you pull from shit, but it's like when you have a vast selection of stuff that you like enjoy listening to, then it's like, okay, well, I can craft something that's me out of my influences, like
Yeah.
the dude who produced Soundgarden's album Super Unknown, like he was talking to Chris Cornell about like making a
Rest in
song that
peace.
was like writing some tunes for the album, and Chris Cornell was like, I don't I don't know what the fans will like. I don't want to write something that the fans won't like, whatever. And the producer was like, if you write it, like, you're Soundgarden. So, like, if they like Soundgarden, therefore they'll like the song. And, like, sure enough, like, he went home and fucking made the demo for Black Hole Sun, and, like, one of the things was, like, the producer was like, oh, well, what kind of music do you like? And he's like, I like the Beatles and Cream. And he's like, well, write something that sounds like the Beatles and Cream. And then, like, you get Black Hole Sun, and it's like, that's
Hole Sun,
one of the best fucking songs ever
won't
written.
you come?
And rest in peace, Chris Cornell, #Pizzagate. I'd like to slap one of those on there.
Oh.
You guys know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Dude, that's...
Is he involved in that?
No, him. So the conspiracy is him and...
Chester Bennington
of Linkin Park.
Oh, right.
We're about to, like, write a book or talk to somebody who's going to write
Twitch,
a book.
I think.
Yeah.
Huh?
Was Twitch involved in this?
I don't know.
Rest in peace, Twitch.
Who's Twitch?
Oh, you didn't know Twitch?
No.
What? That was like a big news story. You guys watch the Ellen show? Sorry, he committed suicide a week ago. He's a dancer for Ellen. He
Oh,
was
the
like
black dude?
Yeah, he
Oh.
offed himself last week.
I don't know about him, but the Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell were like friends.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you derail me, dude. I'm gonna keep.
I thought it would be a quick little joke,
No.
but you guys didn't know the reference. My bad.
No, and they were about to release some secrets about Pizzagate, and then they both
Oh.
committed suicide
Yeah.
a week apart from each other.
Yeah. Chester does
went
sound
first,
involved in
CJ?
Pizzagate.
Who?
Who died first?
It was Chris Cornell.
And then it
Yeah.
was Chester.
He, like, dude, but there's, like...
Tried so hard and got so far. I feel like Linkin Park fans.
You know why he did it, right? Because
Well,
in the end, it doesn't even matter.
oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh shit, dude.
No, I liked Linkin Park when I was a kid. I kind of grew out of them, but, like, it's like, it's a fucking bummer. I don't know whether or not that whole thing is real with
I mean, everyone grows out of Linkin Park. You grow out of Linkin Park the same time
dude,
you
there's
grew
some
out of your
people that
medium.
don't.
You grow out of your Linkin Park the same time you grow out of your medium DC shirt that you got at Tilly's. That's the same time you move
Did
on.
you have the big DC shoes too?
Dude, with the tongues, with the fat
Oh,
tongues
dude.
on them, yeah.
I always
Tilly's was a nice trip. Do you guys remember going to Tilly's? You would have like My Chemical Romance playing on the TV. You'd get a nice little Spitfire sticker on your way out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wet
dude.
Willie, World Industries, what is it, Flame Boy and Wet Willie. You remember them?
Yeah.
Dude, it was that and Valsurf. I mean, I remember like 2005, Lords of Dogtown came out, and especially this town, it was like, things changed like that. You know what I mean?
OTA.
Everybody started skating. I certainly did. I sucked.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, fuck this. I got a penny board eventually, and I was able to go down some wild hills, but especially some of these hills over here,
Dude,
man.
we just, that's the thing. I realized that you guys have nice calves.
No, dude, I'm skinny bones
Oh, yeah.
Jones,
I got
man.
some calves on me, and I was walking my dog. You can't go anywhere without having to hit a hill
Yeah.
No.
in these parts. We live in
Oh,
Texas, dude. If my dog runs away, I'll see him for months. It's his
Yeah.
tail wagging. It's so flat. Like
Oh,
you can
dude.
see the horizon. But here, it's layers, man. This is.
Yeah. It's a layered
I
Hamilton.
bet there's some back in the day, some artists would come out here and just paint the landscape.
Yeah.
For
Or maybe
sure.
am I romanticizing?
I mean,
I
I
don't
hate
know.
to be this guy, but if all these houses were gone, this place would look beautiful.
No.
Well, it used to be onion fields and shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
let's
For
come
the
up
longest
here.
time.
Here's what we're gonna do. This will be our radical move. We're not gonna start a fire, but when a fire happens, inevitably, I'm not gonna start a fire, but when a fire happens, inevitably,
Let it burn.
and everybody gets out of here, because we don't want to kill people, but when everyone retreats, what's it called? Evacuates. We'll come up here with a cannonball, dude, and just take out these houses. Just blame it on the fire, but we'll just come out here with a high caliber cannonball and just
Oh,
in a
dude.
cannon and just. I mean, there's really only 6 spots.
Well, they just keep building,
That's
dude.
what we were talking about, dude. We were talking about this last time we were up here.
Gonna run it, dude. Has anybody?
The
not-
126. You've been driving. You drove down the 126 yet?
Oh, dude, it's brutal.
You're gonna, right,
Yeah.
Nico?
Oh yeah,
Today?
yeah. I'll go today.
Pay note.
They
Pay
got
note
new
to all the
houses?
open land that's not there anymore, dude. Yeah, they're building
Yeah.
houses. I'm gonna get fired up here, dude. Because I don't like it. That's my favorite freeway. I love driving down the
It's
126.
cool, man.
Stopping and getting some fruit off the side of it.
Francisco's?
Francisco.
Dude,
Come on.
Francisco's was prime, man.
Fillmore Skate Park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever go to the Punch Bowls with
Yeah,
Buddha?
Santa Paula with
Oh,
you.
Oh, wait, for that when we all went?
A long time ago. Yeah, I think I did go to Santa Paula Punch
Did-
Bowls with you.
Did you go when it was like 12 of us and like 6 of us like dropped 2 tabs and fucking did the whole hike?
I don't think
tripping
I
on
was there
acid?
for that. No.
That was a fucking riot, bro. That was a fucking riot.
Oh, dude, good
we
times.
Dude, we had to have gone prior to that though, but that's like the best hike. The problem was during the pandemic, like it kind of got burnt out. Like a lot of people were like posting about it, And the problem is like
because everyone wants to go on their hikes during.
they
want to
go on their hikes, but they don't give a shit about like they
Just
leave
wanna
trash. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's the thing that breaks my heart is when people fucking leave trash in these beautiful like natural spots. You know?
Dude, in the Boo, I hit some hikes in the Boo.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful hikes here in California, but that's what these everyone wants to get a damn burrito and go for a hike.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. These people come out from other places into California. They don't respect
Transplants.
where they're from.
I think people are leaving California now, though, huh?
Well, that's what
Maybe
I'm
there's,
wondering
like, a
about the
blend.
houses being built. I thought there was an exodus. How are they building houses?
I don't know, man. There is a lot of people moving. You know, like it's like they're going to Texas. They're going to
Everybody's moving, man.
different states. It's weird, man. It's weird trying to live out here. You know, like it fucking costs a lot. It's hard to like. It's like you really gotta like I don't know have some extra money in the banks somehow, you know, to like make it at least live in like L.A. like or you have a good job. I don't know how people do it, but you know.
Do you feel like
I took the normal route.
you know, with the internet invention and as technology goes on, you don't need to be.
Internet's pretty new.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah,
You guys know about the
relatively.
internet. I don't
I've
need to
heard.
explain that,
Have
do
you-
I?
yeah.
No.
The web?
Yeah, the World Wide Web.
that young
www.
.com?
Right. You guys should make websites. Buy your domain. Someone's gonna steal that up.
That's true.
As you know, social media artists blow up on there that you don't need to be as close to LA as maybe you used to in the past for music.
Yeah.
Like, are people, you know, how much do you think about blowing up on social media versus playing live shows in LA?
Just to add to, because that just happened to comedy. Like, you don't
Right.
have to be in LA anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Austin has a pretty big comedy scene.
That's why we're there, dude.
Dude, that's so that's the thing is like there's hubs. There's different hubs around the place, like around the
like
country or the
Chicago
world.
blues, right? New Orleans jazz, New York jazz,
Yeah, I mean,
rap in New York.
it's funny, but like Atlanta, even like everything,
big rap
everything,
thing.
it kind of
Migos,
has like
baby.
a melting pot.
Offset. Woo. Well, rest in peace to Takeoff, man.
Yes.
Gone before his
rest in
time.
peace.
Another great. You know
Another great.
Takeoff. Don't tell me you don't know Takeoff.
I just saw on Instagram that he passed away. Was
So
it
big. So what you're
22
saying
or
is big.
something?
What you're saying is big fan.
He was one of the Migos.
Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't
He's a
super
rapper.
familiar with
Big
him.
fan though.
Me neither.
Big fan? Was I a big
Yeah,
fan?
he said it. Big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, but so.
But like with this podcast and with, you know, you could drop a mixtape online, you know, Spotify or whatever. You could be in Antarctica as long as it gets out to people.
You really could, man. I mean, that's the thing is, you know, yeah, it's like busking on a street corner. I heard some dude say this. He's like, you know, especially with TikTok, which is like such a weird animal, dude, because like, I don't know, I feel like you're the creator or you're the created, you know, you're like either the dude or the person who like makes all the stuff, you know, and like,
You dabble with TikTok?
dude, I was for a minute,
It's
but
going away.
the mic on my phone broke, and
don't
it's
waste
like
your time
Oh,
now.
dude.
it's such a bitch to like put the headphone jack in and like try and balance it up and then like get a good take of something, and then also not like I don't know, regurgitate just like blues licks, and then it's like if I'm spending like way too much time on trying to be like this internet personality instead of like working on my music, like mixing and shit, it's like
What's up, guys? CJ, the Guitar Slayer here.
yeah, dude. See, I can't do
Today
that.
we're gonna do a power C.
Yeah.
No, dude, what you need to do is make a little dance. The kids want dances. You
Wait,
gotta
they,
start
wiggle
dancing
dick.
now.
That's
Wiggle
what I was
dick.
thinking about, like having like
Wiggle dick.
I have some like dark, like fucking like, you know, like heavy rock songs, but then just have like some dance that doesn't even coordinate to like the music, but it's just like some. I'm not a good dancer, so I could just do some really dumb shit.
That could be
That's what they
charming.
do. You got
Yeah.
hit the dab.
Yeah, dude. There's like
You gotta act confused for a second, and then a sharp movement.
That's how you go viral, dude. Get a dance.
that's honestly it. It's just like the Elvis.
The three of
It
us,
is,
I'm
dude,
telling you,
that-
could make a TikTok. If we put enough thought into it, we can make a dance go viral.
Right.
To one of CJ's songs,
What
Dude,
would we do? Get naked or
you
something?
just gotta
Can't be
wiggle your
naked.
dick a little.
A little bit.
I think no, my signature dance move. It's like this like thing, like you know. Like,
I think
Oh,
Soldier
like
Boy. I think that's
handlebars. Oh,
Soldier
the
Boys,
Harley?
dog.
yeah, it's like Harley, like you know, ape
Ooh,
hangers.
crank that Soldier Boy. Ooh, I think that's been taken, dog.
Dude, but you can like really extend it.
I have this
But the
new dance
kids-
I like to call the mashed potato. All the kids are doing
the
it.
kids today don't know about Soldier Boy. That's an old hat.
That's
You get-
so that's
You gotta bring it
I'm
back.
Start,
You say
yeah,
Soldier,
exactly.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Is he
This-
a private?
Yeah.
What's his rank? What's the Soldier Boy's rank?
The cycle of art, dude.
It's called OG.
But maybe you should do risky business. I feel like that'd be a good one. You get in your undies and you slide in on a
Just
couple
knock
licks.
those old records off the shelf.
Yeah. Do you have a robe?
No, I did,
Really?
but it was like it was
What kind
getting
of
it
rock
was
star
falling
are you,
apart,
dude?
man. I should get a robe.
You got to get a robe. I just think of Mick Jagger, just
Oh yeah.
because he had a pipe on him, huh? He had to have.
He had to.
Oh, sticky fingers, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be a rock star until you get Me Too'd. Also, you got to think about
It's
that.
coming for you, Siege.
Dude, I
coming.
don't think I have anything.
Go gay for a
you
little.
know.
That really will save your career.
Dude, I mean, I'm sitting in my fucking room working on music, dude. I might as well just be like asexually reproducing songs, you know. So,
There you go.
you know,
Oh, those are your
I'm
babies.
on Hinge, you know. I'm out there, you know,
You're
seeing
unhinged?
what fish are out there.
Are you
on
ready to settle
Hinge.
down? You're trying not to get
Dude,
too.
not necessarily,
Oh, okay.
you know, but like to find a cool
Just
lady
looking for
that
your
like,
little- you're looking for your Yoko.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody I can perform
Maybe
with.
someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. That'd be cool. It's cool, I guess, if I had like a musician girlfriend, because then,
Because then you guys could break up and make a hit album.
yeah, exactly.
Of course, that'd be sick.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood
that
Mac.
shit.
Ever
Yeah,
heard of it?
Exactly. But
Been
you know,
down
there's
for
like
one time.
there's a level of like understanding to things when you can like chat it out about music or sing or like harmonize with someone or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, I
But-
couldn't picture that for comedy, dude. That's the definition of shitting where you sleep.
Oof.
But music,
Yeah.
it makes more sense. It's
Yeah.
more of a romantic, intimate art. Whereas, like, if I'm in a relationship with you, you're the one who I want to joke about on stage. We
Yeah.
can't do this.
Well, they got some. I mean, you know, Christina P. and Tom Segura. There's some comedy couples out
There's
there.
and it's so like their careers are so separate. Yet,
They got the pod.
yeah, they did it. They did it masterfully. I don't think anyone
Yeah.
else could do it the way they. Are you woke to Tom Segura and Christina P?
Your
Yeah,
mom's house?
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen what's the one with I'm a CI double agent. That guy. Have you seen him? Like he walks with the security guard at some fucking place, and they're just riffing on it, you know?
Oh, one of the videos that Tom Segura was talking about.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was fucking
Yeah,
dying.
they
but
find the craziest videos on the internet.
it's crazy, man.
Do you
Have you-
watch that, Paul?
Your mom's house?
Yeah, you watch that?
Sometimes some of the
It's
freaks
disturbing.
bum me out.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, I can't always. I know I can't buy one of those live ones where they do uncensored or whatever.
Where they put like tassels on their nipples.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I can only watch so much of people just having sad lives.
Oh, here's what I want to know.
Yeah,
as
go
a
back.
as a music man, are you in like what kind of girl are you into? Like an unshaven, pink hair rocker, a groupie, or are you looking for like are you trying to convert like the preacher's daughter?
Dude, I mean, I honestly don't know. Like there's some girls where it's like
A gypsy woman?
they're super foxes, right? And you're like, oh, she wouldn't want anything to do with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
so it's like, okay, I might as well like not even bother.
But then
or-
you slay a power solo for a couple minutes straight on stage and do a stage dive right next to, and you crush her man, who then has to hobble to the bath. Then it's a good time for you to slip in.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like weird when it's like, yeah, there's like some chick who's like giving you a look, and you're like, okay, but you're dude's right there, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna deal with that. But dude, I feel like it's
That's
such
what he wants,
it's such a fucking weird time to like navigate, you know, like because some chicks can get like really salty, even if you're just like trying to be complimentary and like, you know, it's like God,
Yeah, the lifestyle of sex, drugs, rock and roll really only flew before Twitter.
yeah.
It's not. Yeah, you can really get yourself in trouble even when you're doing something completely innocent. It's somebody else taking a video
Yeah.
of you doing something
It's like
with
I
no
smacked
context.
your
Yeah,
ass
we
because
fuck-
I liked it. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be fucking
Can't-
careful.
Right.
But you know, I mean, dude, it's a fucking weird world. But you know,
Do you know the band? Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just.
Do you know the band? The 19 something?
75.
Is that what they're called?
There's a band called the 1975.
Yeah, the
I'm not
like lead
familiar.
singer apparently like every show he pulls someone up on stage and makes out with a random girl. I was like, how is he do? And people like encourage it and they think it's awesome. But his fan base is like pretty woke and stuff, and like he's got a lot of girl fan base.
Oh, I thought
was
you were
like,
concerned about the pandemic. I was gonna say, does anybody? There's a disease going
no,
on.
I just thought
Yeah,
it's low key
that
kind of
winter
creepy.
surge,
My
man.
God. But please
Yeah.
tell me he would
No.
ask for their Vax card first.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Please, my God.
I just didn't think you could get away with that kind of stuff.
Nah, I mean
anymore.
Elvis would fucking like when he was in Vegas and shit. He'd hop off the stage and walk around and like kiss women and stuff.
yeah, but that was before
He was like-
that was before the hashtag.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right, I'm talking 2023.
Well, I guess if it's like consensual, like I'm sure there's been a couple chicks where he's like, does he just like bring them up and then start making out with them, or is there like, hey, you want to make out, or is it like expected because the girls know?
He just grabs them by the tongue. You're coming with me, honey.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all weird to me. Anyway,
I think
like,
if you're coming to his concert and you know front row probably signs a waiver, you might make out with the guitarist
Yeah.
tonight.
You got
And
it.
boyfriends have to initial. Okay. All right, this is what you want to do, babe. It's
Yeah.
fine. He'll treat you right. He's a musician. He's artistic.
Dude, cuckolding is in. Guys
I'm
are
telling
doing
you,
it.
dude.
Oh,
Black
guys like to
Santa.
do it.
Black Santa's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking wild, dude.
This is a nice cloudy day. Last time we were up here, we were getting beat. Niko doesn't look like it. He's a sweater.
Oh yeah, dude.
You get a little heat involved. Niko starts glistening.
Well, you make me nervous too. I mean, that adds to it.
Bro, I just fucking sweat for no reason. Like I'll get cold and I'm sweating and like I don't know, I gotta change deodorant.
Yeah, that's
like,
addiction, dude.
All my fucking shirts, they have like the white, you know.
You
and
I might need to take you to a meeting. Just
Dude.
getting cold sweats.
dude, I
shaky
guess
over
so,
there.
man. I mean, no, but just trying to fucking survive, dude. I was just in Montana. It was like negative 30 degrees, bro.
It's
It
gnarly
was
up there,
so
dude.
cold. So like to be
What'd
back
you
here,
do?
I fucking sat inside and
Looked out the
watched
window?
Netflix and kind of just hung out with the family. But you'd have to go outside to like we had our dog. He's short hair, like he's a boxer, so we got him like a fleece sweatshirt. We got him the mittens.
Dog,
you
you stay strapped with a boxer.
Oh,
You always
dude.
got a boxer on deck.
Bro.
There's no way this is the same boxer I met.
No, this is a different one. His name's Pete.
You always got a boxer on
Dude,
deck.
I mean, they come and go, dude. God, they like represent chapters in your life.
Well, aren't
you know?
boxers especially like they can get too excited and die?
No, they just
Is
the
there
more
a
the
French
more
bull-
the more
Emma, dude?
purebred any dog is, like they're more predisposed to like these issues. But boxers in particular, they're like they can have epilepsy and like get tumors and shit.
Don't they just get jazzed though? Like, aren't they the
Oh,
most excited dogs?
They're fucking wild. Like
Yeah.
they're chill when they want to be chill, but like they get wild. So
His name's what?
Pete.
It's a good name.
Petey. He's white boxer with the brown spot, and then he's got
Oh, like don't tell me, Little Rascals.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Not to be too vegan PETA on you, but we're still docking boxers' tails. Like, what's that about?
Dude, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, it's funny. I watched the video last night. Like, it was like some long-tailed boxer, and it's like, okay, like they do look better with the shorter tails, but it also like
But that's just because we're used
it's
to,
also
probably.
mean, but also like they clip dogs' ears, which isn't cool. There's a lot of things they
Dude,
used to
that
do.
blows my mind. I see a puppy at the dog park with the fucking
fashion.
taped ears, and it's just like, yeah, we
You
want it
can't
to
help
look
but think of it as
different.
unconsensual.
Well, yeah, Great Danes. Like my dad grew up with Great Danes, and like a bunch of his had like the ears going up. But we had a Great Dane who passed away in February, and he lived to be 11. Great Danes only lived to be like 7. But
Dude, you should go get a scratcher. That's good luck. Great
Yeah.
Dane, Great Dane making it double dig.
dude, it was fucking crazy.
It's
man.
unheard of.
He was
Yeah.
such a good dog, Bonzo.
Bonzo.
See, that's a
Yeah.
good name.
Monster, dude.
Bonzo me boy. What is that? 101 Dalmatians. Bonzo me boy.
Yeah, and
You
John,
know
that
that?
was John Bonham's nickname too, Little Bonzi.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say real quick about Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah,
You can't you can copy whatever, but you can't copy John Bonham, dude.
you can't,
Or
man.
you can't emulate that, right? Isn't
He
that a
was
thing?
so-
Like his son sat in for him after he died and couldn't get it.
He is like the closest you can get, and actually, Carmine Apiece. He's
What a name, Carmine. It's either the Mob or you become a drummer for Led Zeppelin,
yeah,
dude.
no. Carmine Apiece was a
Come
drummer
on.
who played for this band called Vanilla Fudge. That was like a late
and you
'60s.
keep me
Exactly.
hanging
So that fucking drummer.
on.
So the reason why John Bonham
What's
got
up,
like
dude? You didn't know I could hit that scale, huh?
Good times, bad times, like that double
Uh-huh.
kick thing, like in the days of my youth. He's like,
I was told
like,
what it
yeah.
means to
You,
be a
you
man.
hear this fucking double kick thing
Am I blowing you
that
away?
he's doing, man.
Damn, I'm gonna sample that.
But that
I'm
dude,
gonna
so
isolate these vocals.
Please do.
Bonham got that from Carmine Apiece, and that dude
Come on.
rips, and he's like the closest you could get to a drummer that could play like John Bonham. He actually is the one who like got John Bonham his like Ludwig drum kit when Zeppelin started taking off and shit. But I'm a big fan of that drummer. If you want to hear a good album, Beck,
And the
Bogart, Apiece.
bassist
dude.
is John Paul Jones.
Yeah, John Paul Jones.
John Paul Jones,
I
mate.
like Jimmy Page.
There you go.
A bit more settled.
That's
Yeah.
You ever think about throwing a British accent on? Maybe that.
Go.
gets
Yeah,
you
well,
to
I
the
could-
game?
We got kids coming. You called it, dude.
Well, I can do a decent John Lennon, but it's
This gets awkward. This part gets a little awkward.
yeah.
Yo, not
Put the
gonna lie,
wrench
this
away.
is the same people.
Is it the same?
Same
No
exact people. This is
way.
their daily.
I'm gonna
So now we're
I'm gonna
butting
move the
heads at this
guitar
point.
really
They're
quick.
like, okay, we're
Now
both
it's a
doing.
it's
Yeah.
a territory situation.
Am I allowed to get up and move the guitar really
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, move.
yeah, you can
actually,
move
pull
the
out the
guitar.
axe if you want.
See, I can.
You don't have to if you don't want.
Good to see you. How you doing? We owe you some royalties at this point. Yeah.
Thanks.
Merry
Merry
Christmas to you
Christmas.
too. Hey,
That was good.
I thought maybe the second time seeing him wouldn't be as sad for me, but it feels worse.
It's right there where he starts. All right, this is what I told you. What I tell you last time, kids? Stay in school. Yeah, you don't want to be like those assholes out there talking about their dick and balls into a microphone.
Those guys aren't in high school. They
Also,
came
that
back.
guy's he's got the barbed wire on the bicep, which makes me think that he thinks he can kick my ass. I don't like that.
Big fan of The Rock.
Let's see if I can like.
What do we got here? What's the setup? What can you tell us?
Yeah, what's the mod? Is
This-
it like a vape?
Yeah. This is
How many coils?
An EOTech 330
There you go.
56.
Oh, it's the German version.
Yeah. No, this is just
Patent
a
design, dude.
This is a Martin, which is like Martins are pretty good acoustics.
Nice.
Like some guitars are like higher priced if they're like made in the USA, but
By the way,
like
we just had CJ on because he's selling his guitar.
yeah.
Times actually got really rough before.
No, this thing's
Hit him
got
with
some
the
fu-
price. What
this
are you
thing's-
offering?
Bro, this thing's got some issues. Like I got to get this glued because it like falls apart. when
Bad
you play
hair
the
day
lower-
up top, huh?
What's that?
Crazy hair day.
Dude, crazy hair day, man. It doesn't sound half bad. It's probably out of tune.
And we'll put the link for the GoFundMe so you can get yourself a new
Dude, yeah.
setup.
You know what? It sounds good that like you throw a sock in or something.
Oh,
Like,
that's nice. dude.
Kinda-
But there's something cool about it looking a little warm.
I keep a sock in my car too, just in case I hit traffic.
dude, it
You never know.
kind of makes a decent sound, but
What do you think about Oh, there you go.
what's that?
What do you think about making us a theme song, dude?
Dude, honestly, we
Do you want me to hold the mic, or do you like your little
That's a good setup.
pinch it between the legs?
dude, I mean that kind of works with me. I'm gonna.
All right.
You guys can't see at home, but CJ's hog is actually wrapped around the microphone holding it in place.
CJ's holding the mic
Hey, how
with his
boring
left
is
hand.
that guy that every day takes his kid on the same damn hikes, huh? Or
Yeah.
is he a good dad, or is he a piece of shit? Take him to the movies. Give him a Nintendo DS. Put a screen in front of their face.
I think that was the same kids that were playing tennis on the basketball court.
You think they see us up here and they would just go disturb?
Honestly, they've never. This is the only 2 times they've been here. They looked up the window.
Mess with those assholes.
Dude, we could get you a theme song. I mean, we could get like a straight rip off. I figured out the Better Call Saul theme, and I'm like, I think if you got a theme, like you got to get something like that.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Unfamiliar.
Right, something like that. I don't know. Fucking chairs like this are always hard to like noodle around
I
with.
like mentioned bringing the guitar, and then I realized like how jealous I get when someone with a talent is around me.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm
Yeah.
glad my girlfriend's not here
Gosh,
right now.
it
I'd have to
pisses
kick
me
your
off.
ass.
Dude,
Dude.
so effortlessly just ripping that.
Dude, I honestly like my goal. Like, you fucking know how many great guitarists there are growing up. Like people that just like play like whatever, my age, whatever. And you're like, okay, like, I don't really want to be the fucking like best guitarist like in the world, but I want to be like exciting. You know what I
Give him the
mean?
microphone when he talks.
You know?
I turned it up a little, so
Okay.
maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That'll pick him up.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
can like speak more
you're
towards it, but I'm sure you're getting some bleed into that mic.
Yeah, you're
So,
good. You're
We're
good.
getting a little balance, but
Where are we at? Eh?
We're at about an hour.
Nice. Dude.
Yeah.
Give us a rip. Give us a rip for a second.
dude, I mean, what do we got? Fucking I don't know. You want to hear like something just kind of cool?
Yeah.
You got any funny songs?
Dude, I mean, I've got the rural urban bit,
Yeah,
like
rural
that
urban was
tune.
good.
Give us something groovy. Give us something groovy real quick.
Okay, I got like this thing. It kind of sounds sweet. There we go. This is too hard to hear. I gotta
I can hold you, man.
There we go. I gotta relocate.
I'll hold your piece.
Am I out of frame if I'm like this?
Wait, this is even if you are. This is for the listeners.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
What? CJ May. See a little girl.
Wah, 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 wah.
You know,
Air
just
horn.
like
Was that an original? Is that you?
Yeah, that's just like warm up type.
That was
thing, you know what I
Lilac
mean?
Kisses by CJ May.
You always play the worst when you fucking wake up and you got to get the fingers warmed up.
I hate that, dude. When I wake up and I just can't hit my C sharp to my F minor, it drives me nuts.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stain.
There you go.
That's what it is, dude. But I don't know, man. Like, I just like really fucking noodle on just stupid blues things like that. And
Is
then I
noodle
try-
a real word or is that your word?
That's just like.
I
just
like-
music,
Noodling around.
music lingo for just.
I mean, I like it, and I know exactly what you mean. I like the word.
We're noodling.
I mean, you can do like
Wild
Think about like
thing.
how many millions of songs is written in like that.
Yeah.
progression, you know what
Was
I
that
mean?
not Wild Thing? That's what I was
That
thinking.
could be wild, wild thing, right?
Look at that. Uh-huh. We gotta go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Louie, Louie. Na, na, na.
I really respect. This is a cool guy move to be like, to be shredding and be like, oh yeah, I'm real rusty right now, and just fucking slinging
dude.
it.
Cool guy, but you're walking the line of being an asshole.
Nah, you know, 'cause-
really?
'cause here's the thing,
Like,
bro.
I'm a little rusty. Bow, chicka, bow, bow,
Yeah,
ba-da-da-da-da.
yeah. Then
Oh,
you,
dude.
you, you,
Yeah, I get it. Thanks, man.
you just hit Freebird solo.
Yeah, I haven't played in a couple years.
Dude, I guess the fucking thing is like when you know that you're like, you can feel like, oh, I got to get warmed up. You know what I mean? It's like even boxers, bro. Like you can't go out there not warmed up. Or
Bowling,
like
dude.
any
You, the first game's always a warm up.
sport. You
I get
got to
it.
get warmed up, man.
I get it.
But the weird thing is for me, dude, is like, this whole year I've kind of just been having like homies fill in on bass, which are like all great dudes, right? Like great guitarists.
I could
but,
fill on bass. I mean, I could
play
stand.
bass?
You can hum the
I could
bass, right?
stand there. Yeah, I could.
Bro, honestly, you just get, it's literally School of Rock, bro. You just get it walking, dude.
Cello, you got a bass.
Cello, you got a bass. Just because you're not in the band doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're not in the
I'm
band.
not cool enough.
I'm not cool
Dude,
enough.
I just watched that movie. It's
Dude.
so great.
Such a fucking great movie. I'm gonna push this down for a second.
I'm trying to noodle around a little bit with guitar.
You wanna try it?
No, I can't. I mean, you're just put me to shame there.
I'm trying to noodle with
terrible.
stand up. I just
dude,
go up there and
I-
have a seizure.
Fuck that, bro. Honestly, some of the best songs written by people who weren't.
That's another
Lou
thing.
Reed.
That's another thing people with talents
Lou
do that piss
Reed.
me off. How would they say anybody can do this? He's just like ripping with his tongue.
Yeah.
Anybody can do this, dude.
Sorry, I don't
But
wanna-
I'm wondering, how long is it gonna take me to get any good? Like, when did you start playing guitar?
Yeah, do you do finger exercises like a cock? Do you wake up and go through your scales?
Bro, straight the fuck up. I started playing when I was. I started playing drums when I was 9. I didn't have any guidance, so you're
Can-
like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Can I build a timeline for you and tell me if this makes sense?
Yeah, let's hear
I
it.
remember like right when I graduated high school, we were right over this hill at our friend Buddha's house, the most shout-outed person on this podcast, and you came over with a
Love you,
guitar,
Buddha.
and you were just doing like some classic like Kumbaya jams,
Bullshit.
and then
Oh,
the
yeah,
next
Wonderwall?
summer I saw you, you were ripping at a different level, and you were like, you told me, you're like, yeah, dude, I like just changed a couple things with my left hand. I just figured some things out. Now I'm like next level. Do you remember
Dude,
that?
yeah. What was I like? Fucking 17.
You must have
and-
been. You were still in high school.
I still sucked though at that time.
but it was a
dude.
next. You graduated to a next
I had
level.
like, yeah. You get better, and like, it's weird, dude. I mean, I haven't been like the route of like going to music school and like knowing all the modes and the scales and all this like excess shit. Like, I kind of just played to like songs and stuff. But like, I was like, well, at least in my mind, I felt like I was like garbage until I was like 21, 22. I'm like 26 now, about to turn 27. And like the biggest thing was just like fucking learn how to relax and like be loose with my hands. Like, you know,
But you
because
practice a lot, though, right?
yeah,
How
like I
much you
said,
play a day?
at least like a couple hours. Because like when
That's
you sit down and
crazy.
just start playing, you just start playing. So it's like you sit there for like 30 minutes, you go like burn one, you come back in, and then you play for like 2 hours, and you're like, fuck, it's like 1 a.m., you know? But you do that, and then like I mix like my own music and shit, or at least like the tunes that I've recorded, I'm trying to mix on my own, and like, it's decent, but it's like, it's fucking tough. All that shit's tough, trying to get good sounds, and like,
That's a whole different ballgame trying to be a sound engineer, right?
yeah, dude, and I don't even want to like do it to be that. Like,
Like
I kind
Suge
of just
Knight?
started it out of necessity, so I could better articulate what I want to an engineer who's spent their life like learning how to do that shit.
But you want to get it good enough, yeah.
Yeah, the knowledge is good, but yeah, man. I mean, like, I don't know. The biggest thing is like just writing good tunes. Like, there's like, it's like that's it. You know, it's like just staying relaxed and fucking writing good tunes. It's like anything, bro. You can't drive if you're
Don't
like,
forget to virtue signal some tweets every now and then, though.
Right.
virtue signal some tweets.
Yeah, every now and then you got to appease, you know. You got to sell out every now and then, dude.
Yeah.
Social justice warriors make it to the
Right.
top.
In your own special way, dude. I don't know. I feel like
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Do
no,
not.
but I feel it's like I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to come off as like the equivalent of a used car salesman when they're like marketing themselves, and it's like hard to figure out like how to.
I'm
like,
not
do this.
racist. That's what my car salesman said to me too, dude. That's exactly what he said. Just like these. No, I'm kidding. I'm a hater.
No, dude, you're not a hater.
Not like a
man.
racist. I'm not racist, is what I'm saying.
No,
Okay, that's the first step.
People
man.
do know that about me. I'm not racist. All my friends say it.
no, dude,
Hell
you're
yeah,
a good
we're
dude,
gonna get
man.
you a shirt, man.
And you're
Yeah.
cultured. You've been around the world, haven't you? Been to like, you were in Dubai for a minute, right?
Dubai, Japan, Chicago.
Yeah, I've never even
Virginia
been out of the
Beach.
fucking country, dude.
I'm not racist. I've been to Japan.
I've been to Japan. I know a couple black dudes.
Nice.
Have their phone numbers and stuff, so couldn't be racist.
But,
But,
yeah,
uh,
dude, we're cooking after an hour. I mean,
Yeah, I got
Anything else
a
you wanna-
full bladder, dude. So I'm
Oh,
about good.
really?
Yeah,
Dude.
Well,
Still
you know
small,
me.
huh?
That doesn't take long.
you got to try to expand that bladder, dude. Do some exercise. When you wake up in the middle of the night, give it a few minutes
Dude,
before you
if
go.
there was a small procedure, no shit, that could like expand my bladder, my life would significantly enhance.
It's just
If I, can,
training.
if I can get 15
Oh.
more minutes on the bladder, dude.
It's
I'm fucking
training, dude.
terrible, bro. Like taking long drives, dude.
Oh yeah, it's
I
the
gotta
worst.
piss.
I literally have to stay dehydrated
Yeah.
to make it out of California.
Got the bladder of like a 90-year-old woman, man.
Well, we'll all go take a group piss and we'll do,
Yeah, perfect.
you know, do a little lightsabers and then we'll
Piss
come
on
back.
That dude's in that dude's backyard since it's unmanned right now.
Do it.
All right, CJ, thanks for joining us, dude.
Hey, thank you so much
Captain's
for letting me
dogs.
join you guys. God bless.
Woof, woof.
Anything to promote? We should.
Oh yeah, plug everything
Yeah.
you got. Dude. You
Dude,
got a
I
new
mean,
album or anything?
I'm fucking working on some singles, and I just want to get into a studio and cut a full album. But doing that. But if you want to just stay tuned, CJ May Music anywhere is like where you can find me. And
and so
Even
CJ,
Hinge.
CJ May on Spotify.
maybe I'll come join these guys out in Austin, cause
Dude, well, even if you don't for good, come for a weekend. bro.
yeah, absolutely,
We'll
man.
hook you up with some good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
So, all right.
Captain's dogs.